Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Greg K6EGG live stream. In just a few minutes, you're going to enjoy some free amateur radio fun here on the Greg K6EGG live stream. What's up, everybody? I know it might be early where you're at. It might be late where you're at. I don't have my glasses on. I just took an Ambien. This is not what you think it's going to be. Sometimes, and Sam could attest to this. First off, don't forget to hit that like button. I forgot to do this. Oop, wrong one. It's 3 a.m. What's up, Daniel? KK6VDR. Oop. Trying to get these, I don't know why the pictures are not showing up. Daniel's picture's not showing up. That's weird. Daniel, I want your picture to show up. I don't know why it's not showing up on my thing here. Sometimes from time to time, I will do some testing, sometimes in the middle of the night. Mainly for the middle of the night for you guys. I just got off work about an hour and a half ago. This is my normal time. And as some of you guys that work normal banker hours, you guys need a couple hours to wind yourself down before you hop into bed. Tonight, I'm pretty wound up, and I think I need to get some time down to wind down. So I decided to do some testing, and I didn't realize when I hit the thing to go stream that I was live. Obviously, I can do live streams without showing you guys, just to myself, and I thought I had turned that function on, and I guess I didn't. And did I see? Is that Hamstick Eric in there? I am actually on SonoBus too. So if you want to jump in there, I don't know if you guys want to just chat. So I figure I'm running some testing here, and I'm figure you guys could be the part of it. There we go. Now you're committed to a 3 a.m. live stream. Well, 3 a.m. where you're at. I always do 3 a.m. live streams for Andy over in the UK. So I did some changing, some color changes and some changes within OBS. And I'm trying to get rid of this drop frame thing that I keep getting, which it didn't look like it showed up there. Do we have a ham stick in here? Is that what I hear?
Yeah, maybe.
What are you doing up so late?
It's only 10.
It's only 10.
Yeah, I was about ready to go to bed, and then it was like, Greg is live! And my 3D print is still running, so.
Is that what that noise is in the background?
Probably. Is it, like, obnoxious?
No. I'm an audio guy. I just notice that stuff.
Oh, let me turn down the mic gain, and then I'll get closer.
So I was not prepared at all to go on and actually talk to people. I'm lucky I had my hat on. I actually reached over and grabbed it once I realized I was actually on. Obviously, I could have shut it off, but I'm like, you know what? I might as well just go for it. So it'll be like a half-baked Anaheim or ambient stream.
If you fall asleep, no one can turn the stream off. So it'll just be you in a 9-hour stream zonked out with an Ambien.
It won't be 9 hours. I don't even sleep 9 hours with a full one. How do you get in the SonoBus? I gave Mr. Eric the code. I have it coded out for security reasons. Obviously, I don't want something jumping in there and saying I'm Harvey Weinstein and I'm alive or whatever.
Harvey Weinstein is alive.
He probably is.
No, I mean, you're thinking of Epstein.
Harvey Epstein. Yeah, that's it. He's the one that's
Jeffrey Epstein?
No, Jeffrey Epstein. That's it.
Yeah. Harvey Weinstein, I think, was the casting couch guy.
Oh, that's the one with Oprah, right?
I don't know. I thought he was the guy with the couch, and like you had to, like he was like the maker of talent.
The maker of talent. I can get ham radio hobby. I can probably get you in Discord, but man, I don't know if I can get that thing to work at this point in time, but we could try Discord audio. They'll kill me. I just have a little bit of a rule with a couple different rules with SonoBus. I have to know you at some point. And I got to trust you a little bit. Obviously, I trust with Eric with my life because he drove me through Honolulu traffic a couple months ago. And you know how Honolulu traffic can be, obviously.
Yeah, we drive with Aloha. We're very careful and very good drivers.
So if you go to Discord, if someone could put a link in the Discord, because I got 5 million things going on here. I haven't had a day off since after Christmas, by the way. If you're wondering. See, Andy, we're doing a normal stream for Andy. This is why I came on. This is just for Andy. It's 3 a.m. stream for Andy here.
The Andy Cowley 8 a.m. memorial stream.
All right. So I am now in the... Okay, let's see if this Discord thing works. Hello, Discord. Are you in there? Hello.
Hello. I'm Discord.
Whoa.
Okay, moly. I don't have to go to the bathroom anymore.
What's wrong?
Yeah. I got to fix this. Sorry about that, Eric. That's another reason why.
I almost died.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch me react to that after. Go ahead. Who's in here? Is it N3PEM?
Yeah, it's Pat.
It's up, Pat. We got to talk.
Not much.
Pat with a new call sign.
Sitting in the parking lot. I had to drive 100 miles somewhere tonight, and then I get there and they say, "Hey, by the way, we didn't need you there. You can come back."
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
Well, I got paid, so who cares?
It's weird. I have no gain control over this right now. Did you change your call sign?
Yeah, I was WA7 PBE.
Well, you're killing me here. I'm like, who's this guy in here? Okay, so we got to have words, Pat. So I bought that.
Yeah.
You're the one that mentioned the AM station blocker brick wall. Was that you? All right.
Yeah.
I'm very open-minded, and I'm not giving you a hard time about this at all. I'm very open-minded on trying stuff, and I gave it a try, and it absolutely did not work at all.
Huh.
Very strange. I do have a couple AM stations that are really close, but they don't seem to be the ones that are causing the issue.
That's weird because when you were on stream, it definitely looked like an AM carrier, and it sounded like an AM station.
Yeah, I can dial something in and hear some whoa, 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 like talking. I tried getting an AM radio. I had an AM radio, and I listened to the two closest stations that I thought that could have been bugging me, which is AM 830 and, well, actually, I do some work for, by the way. I know the chief engineer. He's been to this channel before. And 1310, I want to say. That's in Pomona, which is, they're actually about equal distance from each other, opposite directions. I tuned to those two frequencies on the AM radio and listened to my 7610 that was tuned on some bleed, which I thought was bleed, and they did not sound like it was coming from those two stations. So,
I mean, it could be another station, but it's unlikely.
There's no other station. I'm not. Yeah, this is why I like trying this stuff. This is the best part about this hobby I enjoy, is experimenting.
The frustration of things not working.
No, but you know what? But it made me get rid of a little bit of noise. I went on a wall wart hunt. Josh over at Ham Radio Clubhouse mentioned he had did a.
I think you mean Crash Course.
Yes, Ham Radio Crash Course. Sorry.
Yeah, Crash Course.
It's 12:15 a.m. here. Lifestyle, not a hobby. So, you came in at the perfect time because I was thinking about looking for you and wringing your neck. No, just kidding. But I was able to send the unit back, and I wrote a letter, an email telling them what I was doing, and actually they were very nice and didn't charge me the shipping costs to send it back and no other fees.
Yeah, you got it from DX Engineering.
Yeah, they're going to charge me.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah, I just sent it back.
I need to do that.
Yes, you do.
They sent me a Meg mount.
Well, like I said, like I have one, and it's definitely AM stations that are crashing all over my my scope. And while I plug that thing in, mine. If I run a preamp, I can still kind of hear it a little bit, but if I just run it without the preamp, and especially with the attenuator, like it's like almost dead silent. So it's really nice. But yeah, it sounds like you have some other noise, but I mean, you're down there near like LA, right? So
yeah, and
a bajillion things.
I apologize for you guys talking over each other. You could not hear Eric, Hamstick Eric. Now, Eric, you should be able to hear him.
Yeah, I could hear him. Ooh, now
can you hear me?
I can hear myself.
I can't hear him.
All right.
I can just pop in Discord if you want.
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
All right.
No more Discord is gone. Discord is out of here. Are you still there? No, sorry. SonoBus is out of here. You still there, Pat?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. So yeah, I am not following you at all. I was just going to tell you because I know you brought it up, and I thought that was going to be the savior. I thought like I was going to come into my ham shack and turn on my radio, and I was going to have zero noise, and it didn't change a thing. I was like heartbroken. I did it this time of night too. I was just like, oh.
Is it possible though? Is there like any really like smaller AM stations near you too?
No.
Because like sometimes there's like these little community radio stations that like are only, maybe a kilowatt or two. They just cover like a neighborhood or two. But
this is normal. Sorry. Go ahead.
Your local noise might be masking it as well. So like if you fix your local noise, you may see the AM noise come through.
Well, the other thing I wanted to mention in that I was starting to doing that. First off, Mark, yes, this is my normal time of getting home at night right here, by the way. Normal time. Is that it drove me nuts. So first off, I cleaned a lot of stuff off in my office. I have a lot of audio gear, a lot of wall warts, a lot of shit that's plugged in that probably shouldn't be. And I've changed over a lot of digital stuff of recent time over the last couple of weeks. And I got my signal down at night, and I can't tell if it's the band or not. It was S9. It's closer to S8, S7. And I went around the whole house and unplugged stuff that I wasn't using, and it got it down to almost an S5. So,
ooh, remember when I was like, yeah, you need to troubleshoot your noise, and you're like, oh, there's no way I can ever fix it. It's stuck there forever.
yes, and I was wrong. And I admit I was wrong. I don't know everything. And I'm going to be the first guy to let you guys know. That's why I don't do those demonstrations on how you like solder whatever and add this and do a Mars cap on a radio. It's like, you know what? I don't need 15 emails telling me how I did it wrong. Yes, Eric, you are 100%.
So that's a minimum of 4 S units, and each S unit is 6 dB. So that's 24 dB of sensitivity you've basically gained.
Yeah.
If it wasn't just the band too. But I was hearing, so there is like this net on 40 meters, like right around this time of day. I wish I could turn on the radio, but I don't have a antenna hooked up because we were getting some bad weather. What was I going to say? And there was like, pardon me, it was like a net that you would call somebody and see if you can get a state. I forget what.
Oh yeah, like a OMIS or Triple H net.
Yeah.
It's like a work to all states kind of thing.
Yeah. So that was happening, and I can hear the main station, which was in Louisiana, like blasting through. And I was also hearing, now I hear the other little stations coming in. And the Christmas lights are still on at that point in time. I don't know if it was the band or me pulling out. I unplugged a bunch of stuff between the computers. I noticed a little bit of difference. I think the wall warts in my room made a real big difference. And then the ones I do have plugged in still, because I have a lot of little things that like to talk.
I can send you a link to get some ferrite beads. That'll help too. You snap them on the wall warts.
Mm-hmm.
I have a couple of those that I used, and I got a sad hand.
Hey, you're an audio guy. You better have them. You better have I have like jars of them.
I didn't use that stuff till recently, till Sam's like.
So if the wall wart itself is bad, putting the ferrite bead on the cable will at least make it so the power cable is not an antenna. But my LiPo or LifePo battery charger from Dakota puts out horrendous noise. And then the charger for my Kenwood HT puts out horrendous noise as well.
So my monitor was putting out a lot of noise.
I did everything I could, and these LED lights too. So I'm coming on. So like I said at the beginning, I like to test some stuff where I don't have the pressure of being on the computer or being online, because then people will be pointing fingers. What are you doing? You look weird. Why are you wearing glasses? Right? So I apologize. Was not planning on being on tonight, or at least so you guys can see me. But I am working on the shack. I know a couple of you guys have mentioned in the chat before that I only go on ham radio or mess with ham radio when I do a live stream. That is not true. I do use my ID 5100 in my car quite a bit, although I haven't touched it in a month. And I do listen. I don't talk at night. The only time I really talk is basically when I'm with you guys. I do a lot of listening this time of night, a lot of nets on and stuff like that. And boom, the ambient just just punch me right there.
Hmm.
Wonder how long I'm going to last now. What do you guys think about these late night streams? I was surprised. I thought there was going to be like 2 people watching, and Andy being one of them. And I saw Lawrence pop up and Mark, and wow, it's good. You guys, that's good that you guys follow along. A couple other little notes, at least about the channel. Trying to grow the channel and subscribers, which this is just a hobby. I'm not looking to get any money. Please don't send me anything. Like I've said in this past, I know a couple people sent me radios and stuff and money. Someone found out my Venmo account. Just don't do it. Even though I do like money. I really absolutely love to play with this stuff to make it work better. So that's kind of what I do late at night. And it's kind of nice to see you guys that are in here. You can kind of see. I've actually made a couple changes. I don't know if you can see. I vibrated the. I wouldn't be vibrant. It's the color is more vibrant on the graphics package that I've been using, and there's still chroma in there, so that still looks a little green. So I'm kind of doing some of this stuff so you guys can see it. Yeah. Here we go. So the other thing with getting the subscribers, I've been putting out I've been kind of changing my, I don't like to give out my whole card deck, so to speak. But since I've been working a lot, I've actually had free time at work. I've been promoting the channel in my own way, which is putting it in Facebook groups, Twitter, which I haven't really been doing. I know a couple of you folks have me on Twitter. I don't know if you guys want. I talk really bad about our politicians on Twitter, so that's my place to troll a bit. But I got in some different Facebook groups that help Twitter or YouTube people get subscribers. And part of that is you have to subscribe to their channels too. So I've been in a couple seminars the last 2 weeks or so. I've also changed some tags in that's buried within when I upload a video, when I do a live video. I also noticed some increasing people coming in watching videos that I've already had put out. So,
oh man, you got the SEO going. You got the subscriber share going. Pretty sure the next step is we're gonna get a commune in South America and start drinking Kool-Aid.
Ooh, I'm all for the Kool-Aid.
And the other night when I hit 2,000, I got an email sent to me. And I probably should have screenshotted it to you, Eric. Eric helps me out a little bit. We chat offline a little bit too. You do remember that, huh? What was I gonna say? Holy crap! Oh, someone sent me a link to buy. You can buy like subscribers, which I don't understand fully, because you could just buy them, but they don't watch.
There's farms in China where they have like phones, and
China,
like people will go around and you can buy viewers and all that kind of stuff. There's some analytics on whether or not it works, and most people are basically saying it doesn't really help you because there's no like authentic interaction. It's just a bunch of robots watching your video.
Yeah, like the system knows whether or not.
Yeah.
Bots or not.
See, I know there's only 6 people you watching right now, or maybe more. I don't know, because sometimes it takes a while to update. I know those are legit people watching.
Yeah.
That's what I want. So I stirred against it.
I should get all 14 of my accounts in here watching.
You should. They're legit accounts, though.
No, I don't have 14. I thought about making a couple like funny ones, like QR Pokemon.
Like a satellite stick, Eric.
Okay, hamstick. I couldn't think of anything else to put, so that's what it was.
I'm getting some drop frames there again, which I was trying to avoid. Let me get rid of this. No, that doesn't. So the other thing is, I'm trying to get this video right. I can't seem to get it just right. It should not be jittering when I go back and forth.
I'm watching you on a like $100 USB-C monitor, so it doesn't look any different to me.
So now, see, I made a correction there, and you notice that it's not like, if you look back at that last one I did right before I made the change, it was, which that's
I'm watching you on a monitor with like a 24 probably hertz refresh rate. So, and it's the colors are off between my laptop screen and the external screen because I haven't sat down and calibrated them, and I've had it for like 6 months.
I just want this to look as good as it can. That's part of my hobby. Why I'm doing this.
Oh, Greg, you're gonna have to do something about that face.
Actually, the makeup girl I know, she's really nice. She's like, "Oh, I can come by and powder you up before." I'm like, "You live like in Westchester." That's like way by the airport.
I was joking about the face. That was a joke.
I know, but that's the thing it wasn't a joke to her. Yeah. There's a lot of different stuff I can do. The graphics package, I'm just kind of getting together. Let's see if this thing does it now. Nope, looks nice and smooth there. It's not that delayed. So if you
could get the graphics guy from work to come over.
Maybe I did. Maybe he helped me out with stuff like this.
So I tried to edit videos, and I'm at a system now where I'll just do 7 takes until I get one that's I don't have to edit. And I have like 3 shorts saved on my phone that I just need to upload. And I think I'm just going to do shorts because I don't have to edit those.
That video, did you see the video when I was walking around with the IFB?
Yeah, with the Super Yagi.
So when I was in the booth talking, I must have fumbled 15 million times, and I actually cut out all the fumbling. And it was like a 1 take deal, but I was like, you know how you kind of, I talk like that normal. So I was in my normal environment, and I was actually able to magically cut most of that stuff out.
Yeah, I tried to, but I don't like the thing like where like your head moves, like because like you're kind of like jerking around when you cut stuff out. So I end up just doing a couple takes, and then I'm just like, dude, like I say to myself, like nobody watches your video, so who cares? And then I'll get a good take because, you know, I stop because then there's no pressure.
Yeah.
Well, there's 2 things I could tell you about that. Number 1, you could do a cover shot, and put that in the edit, so cover that weirdness of your face moving around or whatever. The other one is to put something else on the screen that catches their eye so they don't see it. And you know what? Part about YouTube, a lot of people they don't like necessarily the perfectly put together videos. They like that it's like homemade.
I was about to say, like a lot of the ham radio videos that are popular look like they were done on a Zoom recording.
So I'll tell you my thing.
Exactly.
I don't need high production value. I need authenticity. Like don't sell me something. Don't make it like I can tell when someone knows what they're talking about and when someone's like, you know, BSing, or if someone's saying something for the camera. So there's an authenticity that at least I feel like your live streams have that that I like that. So it's like authenticity is what's important.
I just been live streaming POTA. It's like kind of the same thing where it's like I mess up so many times on the radio, but I'm like, I don't care. You know, it shows people that it's okay to mess up.
It is. And Eric, you've seen me in person, obviously. I did not act any different than I did when I was live streaming. Did I? Did you feel any? I wasn't trying to.
You're the same person.
I did. I'm trying to just. That's when I walk into these live streams, I just walk into them blind. I'm just going to let them. I'm going to let it happen the way it's going to happen.
And I'm going to look over my shoulder to see if the chicken guy is there.
We should have interviewed him. I was going to ask you if we could.
So Pat, you brought up the POTA thing. I watched a couple of yours. But what yours seem fine. They're authentic. What kills me is I've been seeing a lot of people making POTA videos, and they've got like this. POTA's got, it's not its own lingo, but people are they talk different when they're doing POTA than anyone else on the radio. Like they're like, you're 5 and 9 QSL. Oh, QSL. And there's like this like POTA like back and forth, and it grinds my gears.
No, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, and like the thing is, like I have to like really be careful about how much lingo I use, because like when I'm streaming, especially on like TikTok, that's where like I get people that have like nothing, they know nothing about ham radio, and they just get super confused. So like I try to keep it as like, dumbed down as possible, I guess is the best way to say it.
Well, and the thing is, like I'm sure with your background, you've got some of the same sort of like people telling you things like when clarity is important, just use plain language. Like when you're trying to convey a thought, like if you're in a loud environment, like it seems that certain ops want to force a certain sort of quasi-professional or militaristic, like back and forth kind of thing, but it just feels awkward.
Awkward. You mean like?
Yeah.
Oop, sorry, just going through some stuff here.
So, like an example, instead of saying, like if I hear you call me and I'm not quite sure, instead of saying K6EGG QSL, because sometimes when, like I would rather just be like, oh, K6EGG, Greg in California, I got you 5 and 1, right? So instead of me asking you to confirm, I'll say your call sign back with your name and maybe your state. And if that's you, you're just going to be like, oh, hey, I got you at this signal report or whatever, instead of like an awkward QSL like battle, trying to confirm stuff where it's like, there's a way that you can just talk to people like they're people, and you can confirm all the things in a natural conversation instead of trying to force it in a pipeline of, Q and Z codes.
I remember we had this conversation already, if I recall right.
I think we've had it about 15 times.
That's what,
because it drives me crazy.
When I was over in Oahu with you, you were saying some stuff that I was just like, what? 5'9"? Everybody's getting a 5'9", and you can barely hear him. It's like, I'm like, what? It's like,
that's a Hawaii 5'9".
I know Hawaii has their own language.
It's always 5'9" on the island.
Yeah, it's there was one the other day. There's people that, if I were given honest signal reports, I wouldn't give many above a 5 and 3.
Wow. And by the way,
it's, if you have an amp, like there's people that are legit 5'9s, but most people that I say is 5'9", it means, hey, I got you on the first go around. I don't need you to repeat anything. You're clear, even though you may actually only be a 1 or 2 on the meter. And the meter is kind of irrelevant because it's like, well, different front ends and filtering and preamps, and my meter might not be on your meter, or if I have AGC on, or AGC, all that kind of stuff.
DMR, yeah.
My question to you guys, anybody else watching, feel free to get in to Discord if you would like. The general chat. We got Hamstick Eric, N3. It's
EEM.
Okay. EEM.
Yeah. TEM.
TEM? Hold on, I'm having
it's ambient echo mic.
I'm dealing with some audio issues here, where I thought something gets turned down. Say something again, please.
Something again, please.
Keep going. All right, say again.
Again?
Yeah,
Again?
There we go. I'm just trying to get your guys' audio set because
Okay.
Discord's audio is not set for what I was doing. I was definitely not planning on going on Discord tonight.
Yeah.
But you just invited a whole bunch more people, and we're about to have a Discord party.
All right, Discord party.
Yeah.
Come on, Discord. Let's see who else is in there. Nope, we just got Pat and Eric here. I am up late.
ZD7CA is on, by the way. I doubt you're gonna get them because they're on 10 meters, but they're on from I think St. Helena Island.
I will not get any HF tonight unless it's through your radio.
No, I don't hear. I definitely don't hear them.
I don't have my antenna hooked up. Unfortunately.
Oh yeah, then you're not gonna hear them for sure. I actually have some weird pulsating noise going on right now. I'm toggling between S3 and S1, and it just kind of like comes in and out on my thing. I don't know what it is. It's been happening in the last 2 days.
Well, maybe that's the North Koreans starting World War III up there or something.
It's the spaceways are charging up to start another fire.
No, that's not it either.
So once again, I am on doing some testing. So I hope I don't wake up my wife because she's got to be up. I don't think she has to work early tomorrow. Lawrence, any of you guys, Mark, you guys feel free to jump in. Anybody else watching? This is very rare to have an open Discord, fully open Discord. So,
and I got to be up early to go have the Navy mess up my face some more.
What do you mean 20 missiles?
On a dental.
Yeah, they wanted to take a look. I got sick a couple years ago, like really sick, and I had an infection in my neck, and it went into like my jaw and everything. But they saw like dark spots on an X-ray, and they're like, we want to take a little look-see, and they managed to kill a perfectly healthy tooth, and now I need a root canal tomorrow.
Lawrence, what do you mean by 20 missiles? That is scary.
Yeah, that sounds like dental.
20 missiles of dental?
No, I was saying that what Eric said because, yeah, I've had a bunch of experiences like that where they're like, oh, we want to pull your wisdom teeth out. I'm like, no, they're not going to do that.
Yeah, when I got sick a couple years ago, they wanted to pull teeth out, and they're like, we don't know what is causing this like thing in your jaw and your neck, so we're just going to pull a couple teeth out. Because like it was at risk of like cutting off my blood flow and airway, but it ended up actually being like some sort of infection in my glands and in my neck. So good thing I told them no, you can't pull stuff out.
No, I have to say it's very on par for ham radio for us to be talking about health issues in the middle of the night.
Oh man, you're totally right. Oh no, let's yeah. Who's got the gout?
I'm not getting Lawrence's joke.
Who else got a prostate exam recently?
Yeah. Not recently, but I'm still trying to figure out Lawrence's joke. 200 missiles. That's scary.
North Korea fired 200 missiles today at an island, and everybody got a little scared.
Are you serious?
Yeah, but how many of them hit the island?
None of them, probably.
Oh wow, I did not know that. I was purely making a joke earlier. Wow, that actually is pretty scary.
I'm not worried about North Korea. Not even a little.
Rocket Man.
Now to get back to those tooth problems you got though, let's not get off topic because we're old people in the middle of the night. We got
the 80 meter net here.
We got Lawrence in there.
I've had 3 of those. That's not that bad.
3 what?
Yeah,
root canal.
I've had 7. So
they went in there to like go in and look, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, by the way, looking because we drilled into there, we basically we killed it. Sorry." And I was like, "Why didn't you just lie to me and tell me, oh yeah, we have to do it now. It's bad." But they were like, "Nope, it was fine, but because we wrecked it, now we have to finish it."
I wonder if this works.
But that's what happens when there's no such thing as malpractice.
It does work. Gotta make it a little bit smaller. It
I might have
does.
to change my
I don't
thing.
think they're free from malpractice, are they?
I'm pretty sure we can't do anything. I mean, I also don't want to be the guy that like tries to go after a doc and then have to go see more of them. Like, I'm sure that'll end up in your record. Like, hey, this guy sucks.
This guy did a heart surgery and cut the wrong blah, blah, blah.
No, I mean, like, there's policies about no repercussions for like bringing up issues, but it's so hard. It's so hard if there are repercussions, unless someone says, I'm doing this because you did this. It's like, it's so hard to prove.
Yeah. So I would say this is a very successful live stream, even though I wasn't planning on one tonight. At 70
you got 10
folks.
people watching.
10 people.
3 in the morning.
Anybody new watching tonight, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe button.
Ooh, we didn't get a sound effect for Lawrence.
He did it earlier.
I did it earlier.
Okay. Well,
you feel better
I have
now?
a memory of a small child.
Lawrence, I never get to actually talk to you like a human being other than a radio. 10-4, 73. Lawrence, why are you so angry? Why do you yell so much in the chat?
I'm not. It's just because you consider cats yelling. I don't yell.
You're the most sad ham out there.
That's true.
I had a couple. I should send you these emails, and because they'll be like, "Why are you picking on that poor guy? It's calling him a sad ham." I'm like, I can't explain. So one of these days we got to just do a sad ham K6EGG live stream.
Yeah.
We'll just go around the horn. And did you get your new radio?
Oh yeah, the 991A. Yeah.
So now
I
you
don't
can
like
do
it as much as I like the Icom.
Can you do a Hyundai on FT8 now?
Oh yeah. Oh no, I only do like 25. I'm not a power crazy person like you.
You got to get those numbers up there, son.
It's not a contest, and it's just a fake award. Calm down, people.
No. That was from a movie. Sorry.
I guess when you reset your call sign on QRZ, it resets all your awards too.
You can add those back after.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It gives you a place that you can put.
No, but I kind of like starting from zero though, because it's like a whole new challenge. Like, all right, just do it again.
Do it again. That's what it's all about, right? A challenge.
Yeah. Play through the game, but harder. This time, just do it all QRP.
Yeah. So if you want it on easy mode, just get a KH6 call sign.
Oh yeah.
King Henry VI.
Yeah, like what's his name? The Lion Hawaiian over here.
Whiskey Charlie 9 Bravo.
Yeah, I think he changed it. Yeah, he used to be like KH something, and like every time you'd go play Poto, like everyone would try to hunt him. Like, oh yeah, Hawaii? And they're like, no.
Colin?
I thought he was like, so he was like, yeah, all the Europeans think that I'm in Hawaii, so that they always call me, and I'm like,
Mr. Blue Collar.
I don't know. But then when I went to Maryland, I was like, oh yeah, this is totally a thing.
Yeah. Well, no, even with like a 7 call sign, because like if you start calling out with a 7 call sign, they're like, oh, where are you? And then you're in Maryland, they're like, oh, okay. So that's why I changed it to 3, like just to avoid that confusion. Because every time I do Poto, without fail, someone comes in and they're like, oh, you're in the West Coast? I'm like, no, I'm in Maryland. It says it in the park number.
Yeah, I was doing like CQKH6WI in Maryland or in Delaware, and they'd come back and they're like, thanks for Hawaii. And I'm like, no.
Seth and Sam are probably sleeping away. I should call Seth up right now. It's almost 4:00 in the morning and say, hey, you need to go to work. Or I can give out his cell phone number on here and everybody can call. No, that would be mean. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that. Yeah, the ambient's definitely kicking in. I don't know if you noticed my energy level is slowly starting to deplete. Ambient's basically like a tranquilizer, I guess, for people's minds like myself that can't go to sleep on their own. Terry, good day. Colin, good day to you. It's probably nighttime over there. It's probably the first time. This is the latest I've ever been on, I think.
Where, in Europe?
They're in VK land. So Terry is in Melbourne. Colin's outside of Adelaide by about an hour or so.
No, it's like afternoon there.
Still daylight. What's up, Blue Collar Ham? What time zone are you in, Blue Collar Ham? It's still light out, but it's 7:18 p.m.
Yeah, we gotta try and figure out, are people up late or are they up early?
Well, Andy is on all the time. I've done live streams up 6, 7 in the morning, and he's been on late at night. So more power to him. I'm the type of guy that I'll go to sleep here at 1 o'clock and I'll probably wake up at 6:30. Because that's the way I roll.
Yeah. I'll take a nap at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, wake up at 7:30 p.m. with like a headache. I don't know what it is, but I get like a headache when I take a nap. I'll eat dinner and then go back to sleep.
Lawrence.
I've been working nights for the last year, so I'm supposed to be going to bed at like 9 in the morning, wake up like 3 in the afternoon.
So, Lawrence, do you just celebrate Elvis hours or something?
Remember, I'm retired, so I don't have to be anywhere or do anything.
That's awesome, though. Yeah, I know, like during COVID, I was going to bed like at 7 p.m. super early.
We were made to work from home at the university.
I had no reduction in work during COVID. It was awful.
Yeah, I was kind of in the same boat. At the very beginning, though, like they kind of put us on like a port and starboard because they're like, oh, we don't want people to get sick.
I saw some people, they would work 3 days straight and then they would have 15 days off. And then there was other people that are like, yeah, this is so great. I'm like, one of my roommates was like, I'm making more money with the California like assistance for not working. So they were making more money not working than actually going to work. And they're like, yeah, I haven't gone to work in like 9 months. It's amazing.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, I was off from like the first week of March till mid-July. And I literally didn't do shit. And I made more money than my wife. They got the California state thing, and my work gave us like 5 days. They gave me the first 5 days I was off, they gave me pay. And then like in the middle, they felt bad for us, or they got pressure for feeling bad because people were getting paid. They gave us another 5 days of pay. And then the state made it so I could take that and not claim that as work income. So I got I made what I would normally make during that month. And I didn't do anything. I walked around a golf course all week. Why the text on the YouTube reverse and not in Discord? I could probably fix that. It's a mirror image thing. It's for what I see. No, see. You're right. Don't confuse yourself. You're right. You get it now, right? Okay. I can change it, but that's the way I know it's not something else. That's the kind of sort of stuff that don't happen down here for pay. Did you guys down there in VK land? Were they like as strict as like the media was saying it was? Like you couldn't go like a block from your house unless you're going to grocery stores. I lived in the strictest state of them all, I think. Thank God my county wasn't like that.
Hawaii had mask mandates. Like I think it was a year after California got rid of theirs.
Well,
there was
California did.
Around DC.
California did, but LA County did not. California had, or LA County had them till about Hawaii got rid of them.
Yeah, we had them here till I think July or August of 2022.
That's so fucked up.
Yeah, we had them in certain places around here too until about then, like hospitals and schools.
They made it so the hospitals and doctor's office, you have to wear them now again here. Not in my county,
really?
but in the LA County. They're like, oh. Keep in mind, I just had.
They did it
people
for like
here
a
with it.
week last year.
My favorite are the people that are still wearing cloth masks in 2024. Like cloth, the lowest of all the tiers. And like, especially if you're wearing it below your nose. So it's like you're wearing a cloth mask and you're not even wearing it properly. So when you tell me you're doing it because you take it seriously, are you though?
All right, let's read this one from Colin here. Except when I had a medical appointment during the major lockdown and had to drive 100 miles. Thanks for converting that over to US to get to it. And on my way, my back only car on the road back. It was freaky. Cops didn't even pull me over and ask me what I'm doing. That's scary. I got a quick story. They closed all the parks and everything around here. Couldn't do anything. You couldn't even walk around in them. So I was walking around in them because I needed to get out of the house. I had a 3-year-old at the time. Little Haley is now much bigger. And this cop comes driving through the grass, like right in the middle of the grass where they have the soccer field like area. And he comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, how's it going?" No mask on or anything. Both of us. It's going good. He's like, "Do you know the park's closed?" I'm like, "Oh yeah." He's like, I go, "Yeah, I'm just walking around here." And he's like, "Okay, so when you're done walking around here, you have to go." I'm like, "Okay." That was his way of saying, you have to go, but you can go when you're done. So I hung around for another hour and he was gone after that anyways. It's just amazing. It was like surreal. It was like almost we're in a movie of some sort.
Yeah, traffic in San Diego was amazing. Like it was great to get to work and like get to go the speed limit.
And gas prices too.
Around DC, yeah.
So
DC, like you could get one side of the city to the other in like 15 minutes. It was beyond belief.
I absolutely hate DC driving. I was at the 5 Fur, which by the way took me 3 tries to get to. I almost ended up in the Pentagon parking lot like 3 times trying to get to that little park. On the island.
You can only get on it on one side of the road. Yep.
And then I tried to get from there over to where the Constitutional Gardens is. Because we're out, myself and Shep were going to do that park. And we ended up circling the mall like 2 or 3 times trying to figure out how to get in the correct, like circle the correct block to get into the correct one-way thing of traffic to get there. It was a mess.
You have to live here to know how to get around. And like with the DC parks, like if you don't go there early, like good luck finding parking.
So I went there late, so it was easy.
Late,
like 9 o'clock at night. But the crazy thing is, we see cops like flood in everywhere. They're blocking off all the streets, like bike cops with cars, and then like a fire truck and like ambulances come out and they're like blocking everything off. And they're like, "Hey, you guys just stay over there and keep doing what you're doing, but stay over there." And there's like cops everywhere. And we're like, my God, did someone call the cops and say that we're like the antenna boys are doing something silly on the mall? But then the helicopters flew over. I guess the president was either coming or going. And it was crazy. Like for a minute, we thought that maybe someone called the cops on us because they're like, "You guys just stay and do what you're doing." But they blocked off traffic everywhere. It was crazy.
In DC,
for like the motorcade too. And then I I actually did an activation the night of like the State of the Union on the mall, and there was just police like everywhere. It was ridiculous.
But DC is super nice because that whole area, like everywhere you go, it's like a minimum of a twofer.
More or less, yeah. Well, because like, so the dumb thing about DC, and I'll admit they need to change this, is that there's administrative units of parks because there's just so many of them. So, like, for instance, there's like the National Mall, and then the National Mall has like the Washington Monument and the Lincoln Monument and the Jefferson Monument and all that. So, like, in POTA, those are separate parks, but like, according to the Park Service, that's all kind of one thing. Like, it's all just part of the National Mall.
Yeah, and I think some of those, like POTA has so many non-parks in it that it's crazy, like wilderness refuges but I really think like places like the Vietnam War Memorial should not be in POTA. Like we should not be setting up our antenna at the Vietnam War Memorial.
No, like they have like there's like historic buildings too, and technically per like the FCC regulations, you can't even use a radio there without doing a what is it? Like you have to do like a whole analysis of like your radiation and everything before you can even use it at a National Historic Site.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that
that's
either.
on the extra exam. Yeah. Like I didn't know it until I saw it in the extra exam. Like, oh. So I guess like with National Historic sites, you're not supposed to use a radio there until you submit like a radiation analysis or something.
Yeah, I did the 5 fur in DC, and then I did Greenbelt, and then because the Constitutional Garden or Constitutional Grove, whatever it is, the national park that's on the mall, that has that little island. I think I don't know if I'm still number 1, but in 2 activations, I became the top activator of that park, and I was like, I don't understand why more people don't do it. Like that park was so easy to activate.
Yeah. Yeah, some of them are easy. Well, like I said, some of them are just buildings, and it's like, barring having like a KH2, like good luck having, doing anything on HF. In fact, like one of them is right across the street from the Capitol, so like you'll definitely get questioned by the Capitol Police because after that whole thing a few years ago, like they don't really let people hang out around there.
Just grab a talk pod. Like one QSO is worth like 5 different bands.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
So I know it's getting late or early or wherever you guys are at, or someone's going to have dinner, Adelaide or something. I don't know. It's getting a little late here. It's 1 a.m. I do have to work tomorrow. And I'm going to try to go to the gym in the morning before I head out to work. So I kind of want to maybe try to go to sleep. But I appreciate you guys coming on for this test. But this is a no radio test. First time with a live stream with no radio involved. Just talking to ham radio.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't think people were actually going to watch. So I appreciate
There's nothing more ham radio than talking about ham radio while not being on a radio.
Yeah, maybe I should do like a midnight show every once in a while.
Yeah, ham radio, where we use our hobby to talk about our hobby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I had to explain that to my girlfriend too. I was like, what do you talk about on the radio? I'm like, ham radio.
That's the first question I get. Well, what do you guys talk about? The weather?
We talk about you're 5'9". Have a good day.
Pretty much. Later, gents. Yes, they did. I haven't seen you in there for a while. I haven't seen you in there for a while, Mr. Blue Collar Ham. So nice to see you folks so late at night. Actually, early in the morning for most of us. Actually, I think the only person at nighttime is still at least in the U.S. is Mr. Satellite Eric.
Yeah, for 58 more minutes.
I thought you got brought up in a live stream today, if I was correct. Coffee is coffee and ham radios?
Yeah, that might be. And I just checked Constitutional Gardens. I'm still the top activator by QSOs. So hashtag winning.
I'll go there this weekend and change it. Don't worry. I'll fix that for you.
Was that?
I mean, I only have 261 QSOs, so it shouldn't be too hard to beat.
I'm probably close by. I don't know.
So it goes myself, and then Shep K4 OKI, and then it goes to Carrie at KB3 WAV,
Of course.
and then KM4 VEN and KK4 WDP.
Thought you were going to say KM4 EEO.
No, so fifth place in terms of total QSO count is 68.
That's it.
Terry, I am tired. And Blue Collar Ham,
there, huh?
Tell your friends, please. Tell your friends. That's all I've been doing the last 3 days.
Yeah, I actually like the one up by Greenbelt a little better. That one.
Yeah, that's one of the closest parks to me. And that one actually has a campsite too. So if anyone ever comes DC and you actually want to camp, you can actually camp there.
I'm going to let you two talk. You two lovebirds talk on Discord right here. I'll disconnect my audio from you guys. I'm going to say goodbye to the stream. This is the end of my stream. They're still talking in. Oh, maybe they can still hear me. You can still hear me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yep.
Sorry. I guess I routed the wrong audio. I have to figure that out. No Red Bull. That's a couple of things I'm going to try to not do so much is Red Bulls. They probably F my heart up. I got a new Apple Watch and it's now I'm looking at my oxygen levels are in the low 90s. I'm like, oh, that's not good. Probably from drinking all that crap. But so this is technically Friday. I plan on doing a live stream tomorrow night, which would be Saturday night at some point. I know Ham Radio Crash Course does a live stream. I don't know if I'm going to do it over it. I'm going to definitely do one. And I might take some couple days off next week because I'm pretty burnt out. I've not had a day off since Christmas. And my shortest day has been 10 hours. My longest day has been 14 and a half. Yeah. I'm
about there too.
Yeah. So I'm getting a little cooked mentally. I'm starting to get a little cuckoo, which happens when you work a lot of days in a row like I have. So tomorrow's my last day in a row of, it was 10 or 11 days. I got one day off and I was supposed to go another 8 days, but I think I'm going to change that. I'll be able to play some more ham radio and I got to do some stuff around my house. That's been put off, but everybody in the stream here tonight, do me a favor. Please share this channel out a little bit so we get some more people watching us talk about nothing, about teeth stuff, pardon me. Someone said prostate exam earlier, weather.
Hey, we're not doing
Police.
prostate exams on the air. That's not going to be a thing,
No.
right?
No.
Don't record me. You can't share this on the
that's
YouTube.
actually not that bad, though. You know what? Here's the deal with that stuff. I'd rather just get it checked out. That way I know if I'm not screwed. Because I know somebody that was like, I don't want some guy doing whatever. And it come to find out he got prostate cancer. And it almost killed him.
They give you a lot of drugs, so.
But even the
You don't even
basic
really
one,
know.
they can find stuff. The basic finger thing of a jig, they can. It's enough for them to trigger the next level of testing. I'm sure Lawrence has many of them before. And by the way, the other night I called the Gray Man Poda Grandpa Poda. I'm like,
I bet he loved that.
Dude, he was not happy. I felt so bad. Should I email? Nah. And it was totally.
I think you could technically call him Graybeard Poda because Graybeard, since he was in the Navy, Graybeard actually has it's like a term of endearment for knowledgeable elders in the community.
Yep.
It's Graybeard Poda, right?
No, it's Gray Man Poda.
Gray Man Poda.
The Gray Man principle of blending in.
Okay. Well, I will be back hopefully tomorrow and have some fun. Talk on some radios. I don't think I'll have my antenna up, unfortunately. I might try to get it up because I have to get some yard work done in the backyard this coming week.
That's what she said.
Yeah, oh man.
If I take off Monday, I'll put it up, which I'm gonna probably take it off. But I gotta go. I'm losing my mind. Hello, everybody. Thanks again for watching the Greg K6EGG live stream. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and most importantly, share. Thanks again for watching. See you next time.